We're all about clickbait
I
from
don't
now
know if
on.
they saw it.
And mugs.
Mugs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk about the mugs in a minute, or a few minutes. Hello, everybody. It's Sunday night.
It's Sunday night.
Yeah, we're late.
We're late.
We are.
Just by like a couple of minutes.
I was busy raging.
You weren't raging. Well, maybe you were.
It'll be our secret.
What's that?
Huh?
It'll be our secret.
It'll be our secret.
Oh yeah. Hello, Mexican spec.
Mexican spec, what's
He
happening,
says
brother?
hello.
Why do I feel like you're too close to me?
I don't know. Am I?
Yeah, I feel like
can we
I'm
move
being
back?
like probed. Okay.
Jeez. All right. I'm trying to move back.
All right, that's better.
Is that? It's not. It's crooked. One now. You're too.
I don't want to be one. I never want to be one of those YouTubers that, like, when they do like a live or anything like that, they're like right here.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Could you give me a book?
A book. What book do you want?
I don't know, a thick book.
A thick book,
Some
okay.
sort of thick book.
How about
Something
the,
thick.
How about the creative illustration?
That's a good thick book.
It is a good thick book. Yes. Or
It's for sale if anybody wants it.
yeah, I'll give you a choice. You can have clinical.
No, it doesn't say clinical.
What does it say? Handbook, pricing, and ethical guidelines.
Yeah.
Nice. Here, let's put them up on some ethics. Okay, and the creative illustrator. Very nice.
Yeah, it's an expensive
Yeah.
book.
Yeah. Behind the scenes, you know, studio preparations.
Yeah, those are mine.
We
not
are
Tony's.
we
So
are
he doesn't use
professionals.
those. Yeah, we're professionals.
Oh God! Don't ever accuse me of being a professional at anything.
Oh!
Was that
All
a
right.
malfunction?
That was a malfunction. We almost stopped.
Hello, everybody. It's Sunday night.
Zero says I'm at work. I can't stay long. Just wanted to say hello.
Zero, you got a mug coming.
Yep.
Which ones? Well,
Oh, we have two.
well, he's only gonna be here for a minute.
Okay.
We have new mugs.
Yeah.
So tell Kathy which one you want, Zero.
Oh, am I supposed to remember? Which one do you want? What does that say? You didn't even show them what it says.
They read fast. These are our viewers. Okay.
I made those
Yes.
with my hands.
Yeah, she
I
actually
made them.
she did that with a Sharpie.
No, it's not a Sharpie.
Yes, she did that with Sharpie.
Me. Okay, thank you. I didn't do it with a Sharpie.
We have mug specials. And then there's this one.
Oh, that's my coffee.
Yeah.
That's
So
my coffee.
We'll have these also.
Well, no, we won't have those. That's
No.
not my design.
Dog wearing boots.
Joe K says, I hate cups. Everybody hates cups. Give me my coffee cup.
It's cold.
Don't worry about it.
I have to worry about it. You're drinking cold coffee, Captain Bananas.
They don't like cups, Tony. They don't want cups.
They're gonna get them.
They don't want them.
They're gonna get them.
They don't want them. Let's see. Mexican Spec says, I don't drink coffee, so I have no need for another mug.
Dude, you can fill it with mashed potatoes. You can use it to hold pencils.
Yeah. That's what I use them for. Pencils.
You can throw it at livestock. I mean, if you have unresponsive cows or pigs or anything, you throw the cup at them.
Unresponsive cows.
Yes,
No,
unresponsive
don't throw it
cows.
at animals.
They don't care. They're fine. They're made out of leather. They're made out of leather.
They're not made out of leather.
Yes, they are.
That's disgusting. Stop it. He says, finally, it's sort of an ashtray.
You can use it as an ashtray.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right, so what's new, Tony?
Mugs.
Okay. Jacob says, take my money.
We have mugs.
They're not listed in the store yet.
They're not listed in the store, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna give mugs away with shirt purchase.
Yeah.
Shirt purchases.
Sure. Why
What-
not?
So if you order any particular shirt, what shirt do we want to get rid of? Why are you laughing?
I have to make new shirts yet, and we didn't do that yet, so we still have all the old shirts.
Okay,
That's
so
why I'm laughing.
which ones do you want to get rid of?
Oh, I don't care.
You have to care. There's upstairs. There's boxes and boxes of shirts.
Shirts, I know.
So which ones do you want to get rid of?
Oh, I don't care.
Which are the ones that are upstairs that are all over
We
everything?
have, we have the The internal combustion shirts.
Yes, the
We
internal
have
combustion shirts.
The go fast shirts. It's not how fast you go, it's how you go fast.
Yes.
Those printed up. We have the sketchy shirts.
What
Those
shirt
are
am
the
I wearing
boxes
right now?
upstairs. That's a sketchy shirt.
Yeah, one of these. We have those?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
upstairs. Yeah.
All right. So, if during the course of this live, you buy one of the shirts we're trying to get rid of, and it's normal price, and you can
Ones
find it
that
at
are
Uncle
already
Tony's
printed,
Garage,
I don't have to print.
UncleTony'sGarage.com.
See you
So,
later, Zero.
so which shirt?
What?
The sketchy shirt,
Sketchy?
the internal combustion,
Internal combustion.
because I pee standing up,
Right.
right? Oh, we got to get rid of those fast because the illustrator car thing is done.
Oh, is
So,
it done? Oh, we
yeah.
have a lot of them.
That's all I know. That's why we got to get rid of them.
We have a lot of
Like,
those.
people just
Because we
not-
sold a lot of those.
We sold tens
We
of
ordered-
thousands
we
of
ordered
them,
the
but
most of that shirt.
now we have
of anything.
piles of them.
Oh. I have to go buy a sketchy shirt now, Jakes.
We have all of the weird sizes, like
You
all
have
the
to write down
X-Men
which cup you
sizes.
want in the notes. 'cause
Yes.
there's two different
Which cup do you
cups.
want? We have I Hate Cars,
Uh-huh.
which is also a shirt. We have
Right.
the I Hate Cars shirt,
But I have to print that one.
and every mechanic needs that.
This is true.
Every single if you work on stuff,
True.
you need that cup.
Mhm.
And then this one, which we stole from a friend of ours.
Our friends. But we're sending him a bunch of them for
Yeah.
free.
So my old magazine mate and photographer Neil
Is
Van
the logo
Overy.
on the other side? Yes, it's on both sides.
Yes.
Show them both sides.
Both
of the
sides.
cup.
There you go.
Both sides.
So yes, he started a YouTube channel called Stickman's
Garage.
Garage,
Yes.
and then just disappeared. But this was his, so
Yeah.
we appropriated it.
Well, I made it for him.
He made
Yeah,
Kathy.
we worked together and I made
Yes.
that for him. And
So
it's
we
been
have
sitting in my files for
this
like
shirt,
5 years.
this mug, and we have this mug. So if you order now a shirt, you'll get a mug in the mail for free.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got to make it better than that.
Okay. What else? Do you
I don't know. We gotta hang on a second.
What are you getting?
I don't know. Just let me see what I got.
There's nothing in there,
Um,
Tony.
yeah, babe.
There's nothing in there.
Are you sure about that?
I'm sure about that. Do not. What are you doing?
It looks like there's lots of stuff.
No. Get out of there. That's my stuff.
I want to give things away.
I understand. Not from in there though.
No,
No.
even
No.
some of these.
No. Noodles.
Creamy.
No.
All right. So if you order right now,
He wants it.
You'll get-
But wait,
yeah.
there's more, right, Charlie?
these are Knorr. The K is silent.
Yeah, that's
Um,
good actually.
Yeah, creamy garlic,
Uh-huh.
pasta sides. It'll fit right in the cup.
We can't see that. Very nice.
And you'll get that in the package with your shirt. Why are you laughing?
That's a good deal.
Of course it's a good deal.
It's not expired. We wouldn't send you expired ones.
Might be expired.
That one might be expired, but I
You know what?
I'll go buy you new ones.
It's irrelevant.
Like I bought new macaroni and cheese, so I'll go buy new ones. Christmas gift, sure. You can give them as Christmas gifts.
I wish we had Jello.
We do have Jello.
Where?
Inside. We have tons of Jello.
Why don't we give them Jello
Do you want
instead
to
of the
give them
noodles?
Jello instead of noodles? Alright, we can do that.
Well, you
Why
guys
Jello? Who wants to make Jello?
put it. Well, who wants to make these? Put it in your in the order, right? Whether you want the
Oh, you're making it complicated. Now I have to figure out which mug, which Jello, which noodles. No, stop doing this to me. Stop making it harder than it is.
Listen,
I have to make the mugs.
listen.
Stop.
It's simple, right? If you order a shirt, just tell her what you want.
Help me.
Anything you want, just
Please
whatever it
help
is.
me.
So there you go. And
I am overloaded, okay? He thinks these things just fall out of the sky. No, that's not how this works.
I'm too busy making videos to
Right,
notice
I
what goes on.
understand. Coffee pods? You want to put coffee pods in? Why don't you give them hot chocolate? That makes more sense.
No,
No.
no, because they would
That's two
expect
things
that.
that don't make sense.
Right, they expect that.
All right. We'll figure it out. They're gonna get something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So order a shirt, you get a free mug, and something like let's make it a surprise package.
Give me a day off. Yeah, that'd be nice. A surprise package. Okay, fun.
Yeah, you'll get a surprise food.
A surprise. All right.
All right, UncleTony'sGarage.com.
Yeah. Who was the person that made the short about the licorice and socks that they got and the mac and cheese?
Aux Auto.
Yeah, also.
Yeah, that was very cool. I don't know if you're watching. That was great. I was just flipping on the TV, and it came up as a short, Uncle Tony's Garage, and I clicked on it, and it was, yeah.
Yeah, we can't comment
Aux
on
Auto,
the
thank
TV.
you.
We have to find it on the computer or the phone. Kathy Bananas and the Honey Badger, yeah.
That's how we'll be remembered.
How many mugs until Kathy earns a fox body? Oh.
She doesn't want a fox. She just showed me a Gel H.
I did. It
Today.
was a good deal.
It seems like a good deal. Don't say anything because people will dive on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of course they gotta go look now. You said it, not me. You're the one that brought it up.
I may look.
I'm gonna say it. All right, don't you say it.
I may call on it.
This is what I live with, guys. All right, so South Farmington sent you a super chat.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's Canadian.
Nice.
Can you roll a cigarette and explain how you do it? I want to learn.
How much of a super chat was it?
That's terrible. Terrible, Tony.
Well, all right. Yeah, I'll do that.
Can you do that? Because you know what? Then we get demonetized from YouTube.
Okay. No, I don't care about monetization.
Do you really work at Waffle House?
Yes, third shift. I'm during my breaks. That's when I study the car stuff. I go to like Wikipedia. I look up a topic, whatever it happens to be, and then I go to my friend's shop.
Ellen,
and
I
I
didn't
shoot
get
the
your
video.
email. I have to look at the emails. I didn't open anything, Alan. So no, I didn't get your email.
All right,
you
so
can send it again if you like. So it's at the top.
Step by step. So I've never actually talked through this. So, okay, so step by step. First thing you do is you open your tobacco pouch.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Then you have to put it down because you need both hands for this.
Well, I can't see it now.
Oh God.
It's on your lap.
Over here.
Right.
I'll move it over here. I'll do it over here.
Well, now I have to turn it.
Okay. So we've opened our pouch. Okay. Then I don't know why I do it in this order, but I just do it in this order. Okay. You take the paper. You make sure the glue side of the paper is facing up. Okay.
At the top.
At the top. Right. Then you slide some tobacco out onto this part of the pouch. It's like designed for this. Okay. You take the approximate amount of tobacco that you're going to use.
Or close, because you can always.
Or close, yes.
Yeah.
You can always add more or take it out.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's approximately the amount of tobacco right there. All right. So we drop that right in the middle, like so. Then, okay.
You might want to hold it now towards the camera.
Okay. Well, I have to do it backwards. Okay. So then here's your just poofed
Is your
tobacco.
arm okay? Are you bleeding?
Yeah.
What is that?
I was working on sledgehammer.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Tony.
So here, right? Now you hold it, your thumb's on the bottom, and with these two fingers, you kind of just even it out
Level it out.
level it out and push it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Then with your thumbs, you fold the paper over like so, and then you roll back and forth a couple of times.
Yeah.
And as you're rolling back and forth, it's kind of like evening out the tobacco. Okay? Then, when you think you got it about even, you push in at the top with your thumbs, like so, and just roll upward. Boom. There you go. Now you lick it. And voila, a rolled cigarette. Then you take the excess out of there, and the excess out of there, and you've returned to the 1930s.
Crazy77 says, Uncle Kathy, is Uncle Tony selling on Creator Spring? What is that? Teespring? No, I don't sell on Teespring. We sell from our website.
We did sell on Teespring, but like it was somehow or another we lost money on every sale. I don't know how that
you
worked
don't
out.
make anything on Teespring. So, yeah. No, what? Did you see our merch someplace else? Because people have been doing
Oh, people always pirate your stuff. So, yeah, no, Teespring, we did Teespring for a little while, but like our shirts were like 30 or 40% more expensive, and we got like a quarter of what we.
We got like $4.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
So yeah, Teespring was making
making a lot of money.
a lot of money, and we weren't, so we stopped.
Yeah.
And they screwed up a lot of orders too.
Yeah. So.
And then people blame you.
Yeah, I get yelled at.
Yeah, we were getting hate mail. We were getting, please, it was crazy. Talking about hate. Oh my God.
Did somebody hate you, Tony?
Oh please. So I did that video, right? Called President Trump Returns to the White House.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Which, in my mind now, okay, now, we did that video, okay?
Yeah,
it's got 40, let's see. It's got 41,000 views.
Yeah.
And we've lost 218 subscribers.
Well, that's what it's showing.
That's what it's showing.
It's
more than that. I'm sure we lost more than that, but it's showing that we had a net loss. Because every time you do a video, you pick up
Oxauto, we saw your video.
What happened?
Oxauto was here.
Oxauto! Thank you, man.
Glad you like your socks.
Yeah, we ran another special, but
he bought shirts. He doesn't even know how many he has now.
Oxauto,
What?
Send Kathy a message on do we have an email address?
God
The
help
frick
me.
is our email
Uncle
address?
Tony's Garage
UncleTony'sGarage@gmail.com. Send Uncle Kathy a message. I want to send you a mug, man. Thank you. That was a great plug that you did. I appreciate it. And send him some pasta sides, bro. Creamy garlic. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oscar says I never got a notification about that video. We lost a lot of subs.
I lost a lot of subs. People were freaking furious.
Yeah,
oh my
I
God.
didn't read the comments.
So,
I left that for you, Tony.
No, I put this out after the election. I made sure, I feel that it's not my place.
Oh wait, I have to write this down. Give me a pen.
Yeah, I feel that it's not my place to make any sort of political endorsement.
It's not.
You can probably figure out what side of the fence I'm on, just basically how I do things, right? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that I'm like a traditionalist, okay?
Are you a traditionalist?
To say the least, right?
Oh my goodness.
So it doesn't take much. So I didn't say anything. I didn't say a peep before the election. After the election, after it was done, after, I do a video saying this is what it could mean for the car guys, right? What do we, you know what I mean? The comments, you would not believe how much raging there was. I know you were a MAGA man. Unsub.
They called you everything.
They call me everything under the sun. These people are nuts. They're triggered. They're really triggered. The Trump derangement syndrome.
It's because that's the term that you use that really sent people over the edge.
But because clearly it's accurate. It fits. It fits. So yeah, I can't wait to do another one. You're forcing me into it.
Tony, oh my goodness. Hey, Tony, finally getting to catch alive again. Jason's Automotive.
What's happening, man?
Richie B says, Aunt Kathy, I went to Texas Pipe Show yesterday. Competed in slow smoke and came in 6th out of 45 smokers. 1 hour 47 seconds. Very nice.
Very nice.
That's awesome.
I didn't pick up pipe tobacco. I had the pipe, but I forgot to get pipe tobacco.
What? Oh, pipe tobacco.
Yeah.
Okay. TK's morning after video was hilarious.
Who's
TK?
TK's Garage.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I watch a lot of his videos. I enjoy him. He's He's different. He's definitely different. But I do like his stuff. But I missed that video. I saw the one he just posted about being asked to leave the Dodge booth or the direct connection booth at SEMA.
Why?
They don't like the videos he does.
What does he do? I don't know.
TK's Garage. He's very critical of Stellantis and.
Is that the guy with the whitish hair that
Yeah.
sits in the chair? That we watched there was 2 videos on the TV today of his.
Was
that
there?
guy?
I don't know. You'd
He
recognize
was
him
on
if you
this
saw him.
morning.
You'd recognize him if you saw him. So yeah, no, I enjoy his videos, but I don't see all of them.
No. Let's see. Tom says I bought a 1980 Chevy Square Body PU today. Nice.
Congratulations.
Nice. TK was telling people what a piece of crap the engines were in front of the execs. They didn't like that.
They hate the truth.
Robert Bray says, can Tony make homemade meatballs?
Yes, please. I do it all the time.
I've never seen you make a meatball.
You're never around when I make them.
So do you cook them for other people while I'm out?
No, I
and
make
then
them.
clean up before I get back? Is that how that works?
Okay, first off, you're usually inebriated.
Oh, I am?
Yes.
Okay.
So when I come home,
What do I do?
when I come home and I smell the gin,
Gin.
I know that you're
Gin?
out. So I'll make meatballs. And then of course I clean up for myself afterwards. So you're never
know
aware.
what
By the time you come to,
Oh,
a day or two later,
it's the gin.
everything is all cleaned up. So yes, I make homemade meatballs really all the time.
Right, I just don't know about it because I'm
Yeah.
wiped out.
She comes out of it. She makes a couple of shirts while she's making the
So
shirts.
it happens.
She has a beverage,
Oh my
and then the cycle starts all over again. And then you know what?
I wish it
Homemade
was that
meatballs.
easy. Wow. Well, I'm glad you told me finally. Instead of keeping it secret from me.
I don't want you to think you have a problem.
No, I don't have a problem.
Right. Of course you don't.
Of course. All right. Josh says, good to be here. Good.
Josh, it's the best to have you
Hello,
here.
Benjamin C. Hans Sosil says today I'm drunk and down for UTG nonsense. Awesome.
So is Kathy Bananas
Not drunk.
with the Irish coffee.
Oh my goodness. Tony's a meatball. Yeah.
She makes Irish coffee with vodka and
No,
a
I
couple of
don't.
drops of coffee for color.
Okay. So Brigham says, can I use shorter height tires to change rear and gear ratio? Example, 323 to 355 gears by using a smaller height tire.
Yes, you can. But keep this in mind too. When you reduce the diameter of the tire to go for gear ratio, you're also reducing the contact patch. Because people always think of contact patch of a tire as being the wide part, but contact patch of the tire is also front to back. So if you're going to go to a shorter size tire to improve gear ratio, you also have to go to a wider size tire to maintain the same traction abilities.
D-Rock Ohio says Fifth Avenues don't have weird specific parts, do they?
Not that I can think of.
New City Carpet says, oh, it's fine. Gin for everyone. I can see it's going to be one of those nights, Tony. Oh my goodness.
As long as I don't have to clean the puke out of the bathtub again,
Oh
I'm fine.
my goodness. Tony's a fail. All right. Chevy Hemi says, I know I'm safe here with Trump supporters. Hello, everyone.
MAGA!
Yeah, we lost a lot of subs.
Oh, we lost a lot of subs. And you know what? Really,
Much
bye.
anger, much anger.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Silver Eagle says, I was wondering why Uncle Kathy is more giggly today. Actually, it's because I'm tired. When I'm
She'll
tired, I laugh.
She'll get into the grumbles soon enough.
On the grumbles.
What do you mean? I ain't grumbles. I got your grumbles right here, bastard. So, yeah, to everybody who unsubscribes, like, bye-bye. Bye-bye. No, I don't care who you vote
Oh
for.
my gosh.
I don't care what your politics or your religions or I don't care about any of that stuff. But if you're so deranged that you have to make this grand announcement, you said the T word. Unsubscribe.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, it's really a problem.
Go to Psycho Land or whatever thing you come
Yeah.
from.
But you know the thing is that you're gonna do a tech piece and they're gonna see it come up and they're gonna like,
Right,
"I'm gonna
exactly.
watch that.
Exactly.
This son of a- I'm gonna watch this, but I don't like him.
I hate this guy. But I gotta learn from him.
And they're probably watching right now.
Yeah, they're watching right now.
Let's see what he's gonna say about all the unsubs. It's too funny. Oh my gosh.
We should make a compilation of some of those comments.
Elmo says Trump unsubbed. Okay, Elmo.
You said the T word,
Yeah.
Kathy Bananas. Don't do that.
I know. Sorry. Danny Boyd says resubscribed. People actually unsubscribed. Yes, like 300 people.
Well, at least
At
we have
least
on
from
that video we have a net. Let's see here. I'm gonna refresh it.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, we have a net loss of 218 subscribers.
Right.
218 people saw a video where all I was doing was talking about post-election.
But I'm sure that we gained some on that video,
Yes,
which makes up for more loss.
right.
So we're gonna say it's probably close to 300.
Oh, I'd say it's more than 300. Like that, but the
No,
net
no.
loss is 218. But
Yeah.
we probably, because you can't tell,
Yeah, because it.
they add subs and then take subs away at the same time.
Right.
So I would say we
I'm
probably
sure we got some subs from that video.
we probably picked up 200 subs. 200, but like between 200 and 300 subs is usually about average, something like that, with that many views. So that means that we lost about 400 subs.
Right.
No, 500 subs. We lost about 500 subs
That makes
off of that. Bye,
Bye.
bye, bye, bye.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So, how was everybody's week? Good? Oh, Zip Size is here.
What's happening, man?
He says the minty flag you gave me is hanging right beside my T-word flag, Uncle Tony.
Let's send him back his link.
No, we don't have his one.
Let's do it. No, seriously. Let's just, you know where you hit it.
This is funny.
Send it back to him.
Eric says this is a great show. Thanks, Eric. You think so? Really? He says, I want that damn leg back. Tony, you're supposed to be promoting unity.
I do promote unity.
Boomer. This is from Boomer.
I talked about Andy's channel on yesterday's video.
That's not what he meant.
What?
That's not what he meant. Okay, so Tony didn't attack anybody.
I didn't attack anybody. I didn't say anything.
People did attack Tony, though. Like, really bad. Really bad.
I literally went out of my way to not
Right.
talk about
No.
candidates or elections
Right. Yeah.
leading up to it.
Right.
Because I feel that it's not my
You just
place.
really talked about policy, but you did use that term, the derangement thing, and I think that's what set people off.
Because they're deranged.
But some
Because
people
they're
are.
deranged,
Some
yes.
people are, and if they would just
Well,
acknowledge
if you
that,
call
it
somebody
wouldn't be
deranged
so
and they
bad.
happen to act in a deranged way, well, it's like, well, you got it, okay?
So Philip Reed sent you super chat.
Thank you, Phil.
Figured I'd start on an armrest to sew another cover for it. I forgot the golden rule, measure 5 times, cut once. Everything looked right. Now I'm looking at wonky bag thing. I'm sorry, Philip.
What is your wonky bag thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've tried stuff like that. That's exactly those are my results. I've tried it with like things like sun visors.
You don't sew, Tony.
No, No, but I've glued,
Oh,
you know what I
yeah,
mean,
no, you
and yeah,
can't,
and
no.
stapled. Right,
No.
seats. I've recovered seats, and that's I ended up with monkey bag things
Oh my goodness.
in the general shape of seats. But I did. I went out of my way specifically not to talk about elections, not to
Yeah.
talk about candidates, not to talk about any of that stuff, because I feel that it's not my place.
Right.
Okay, you know, but once it's all done, and you're talking about just policies that are being talked about, and you freak out over that, bye.
Look, we all live in this world. You
Not
can't
all of
pretend
us.
that you
Not
can't
all of
pretend
us.
that certain things don't exist. You know? Well, I mean, some people do. Lots of channels do.
Lots of channels do what?
Pretend that the rest of the world doesn't exist and they live in this isolated little bubble.
That's
Horror
true.
bubble.
That's true. That's true. And those are some of the most successful channels.
Right.
But
They are.
it's all one picture. You can't do the car thing without the cash thing, without the basic freedom thing. You know what I mean? It's like all of these elements come together. So I'm probably playing to I'm playing to a smaller audience that kind of connects those dots.
Obviously. New City Carpet says there was zero common sense. Yeah.
Insanity.
David Bird says common sense is a flower that doesn't grow in everyone's garden.
And another reason why I felt that I really wanted to do it, because I was thinking about it, okay?
Yeah.
And then I realized, okay, this is like Ron Paul is involved in
Oh,
this.
I love Ron Paul.
Okay? And so
I campaigned.
like
for
I
him.
said in that video, okay, we campaigned for Ron Paul.
Yeah, he's the only person I ever campaigned.
Yeah, for months. Okay?
I
We-
went door to door.
Yeah, we went door to door.
All night, went door to door, mailboxes.
Not only us, we
Signs,
we put together street teams to go out and go to door and please, it was crazy. For months we did the whole Ron Paul thing.
Yeah, we carried
And-
signs, we did all that.
Right,
And I
and to
never
me,
did that for anything.
the big thing was to end the Fed, right? Because that's Ron Paul's whole thing. His whole platform is based on the Federal Reserve controlling,
Monetary system.
right,
The
controlling everything, controlling the government, and so.
Maybe you shouldn't discuss this.
But that's okay, I don't care.
I'm just gonna say we're
So-
gonna get.
Until we get dinged again. I've
Yeah.
reached the point. I don't care. I'm going to be a Bitcoin trader anyway.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Johnny Bravo courses.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right.
Right,
So,
do that.
sorry, Ron Paul's whole platform, and he wrote books. He wrote several books about getting rid of the Fed, getting rid of the Federal Reserve. So when Trump was on Joe Rogan,
Do we need to discuss this really?
yes,
Do you think that it's important?
I do think it's important.
Do you
Because-
think that it's what's the word I'm looking
Relevant?
for? Yeah.
Yes,
Do you think it is right now?
yes, because I think that the next shoe to drop is going to be concerning this. Right? Is everybody's waiting like, okay, everything's like really calm now. Something weird is going to happen. I think it revolves around this. So tariffs, in that video, right? In the comments of the videos.
You're upsetting people right now. I know it.
That's all right. Let them be upset, okay? But we can at least talk about it if they're not completely deranged and gritting their teeth. If they can actually, if they can release their clenched fists long enough to type out the thing, we can actually have a conversation.
Yeah, they won't do that.
So, yeah. So anyway,
Racing spec, get ready. Get ready. With the
No.
hammer.
this is what I was thinking. This is what I am thinking. Okay.
High blood pressure time, yeah.
Please. So when Trump, it's tariffs. So Trump has been talking about tariffs, and people in the comments, lots of people, hundreds of people, were like, "Wait till you have to pay the tariffs. The tariffs are going to kill everything. It's going to be price." You guys you're not understanding the bigger picture, okay? Because the tariffs are in lieu of taxes, okay? What Trump was hinting at on the Joe Rogan show, when he says, maybe we'll just do away with the income tax altogether and go with tariffs, right? That is how the government used to collect its revenue previous to 1913, previous to the Fed.
1913.
1913. Because what a lot of people, and now you have this whole thing with Jerome Powell. And it's like, if Trump asks you to step down, will you? And Trump and Jerome Powell was no, and he has no legal authority to do it. Yes, I know he has no legal authority because he's not, the Federal Reserve is not part of the government. Yeah, there's all of these little things being trickled out that are adding up. Okay,
It's making people think about it.
right? It's making people consider it. So the first blow is Trump talking about maybe we'll do away with the income tax and go with tariffs. Then you have the
yes, my dogma. Yes.
Then all of a sudden, out of the blue, 100-year-old Ron Paul is dug out of the
Oh,
shadows.
he's great.
They brush the cobwebs off of him,
Poor
and now
Ron
he's
Paul.
like part of the inner circle.
Thank
Okay.
God.
So you've got Trump saying maybe we'll get rid of the income taxes and replace it with tariffs. Ron Paul coming out of the woodwork. Then you got Jerome Powell being questioned. So if Trump asks you to step down, are you going to do it? He's like, nope. He has no legal authority. It's telling people all of the messages are there. We're about to see a huge economic
Something.
something.
Economic something.
Something, okay? It's gonna be beyond, all right? It's gonna be, okay, but it's brewing. This is what's happening here now. So I would not be surprised if over the next week or two, seismic events are gonna happen in the economic markets.
Mike N says economic upheaval.
Yes. You know, it'll be really, really bad, really super ugly, crazy bad for a short period of time, and then it'll be okay for the survivors. I'm just saying, if you make it through this, you're gonna be great.
You're gonna be fine.
You're gonna be fine.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not even exaggerating a little bit. If you make it through this, you'll be great.
Everybody's got their tools. They got their cars.
Get your
They got their noodles.
get your creamy garlic noodles. Get it stashes. You can sustain life on this for about 3 weeks.
Right.
So yeah.
What is so funny, Kathy? I don't know. I'm tired. I laugh a lot when I'm tired. Let's see. Uncle Tony for Secretary of Transportation.
I want a better job than that.
Like what?
I'd like to be the press secretary.
Oh, why? You stutter and stumble and stuff.
I know.
I edit your videos.
I know.
You're a terrible.
I want that to be part of
terrible
it.
press secretary.
I know.
Just
I know.
the worst.
But I don't like it is.
Unless you had to like type it out, that would be different. You would write it well. Let's see, Tony, what were you doing on Sledgehammer? It's bugging me after seeing the cut on your arm, George is asking.
So the about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I don't even remember how long ago it was. I did the valve body. All right, I did the manual valve body. So I put it in there, and make a long story short, after I was done, filled it with transmission fluid, put it up on a jack stand, started it up, ran it through the gears, and everything seemed fine. So out of sight, out of mind. The car's ready to go out again. So day before yesterday, Friday morning, I needed to pull bottle rocket out to get it up on the trailer. So I had to pull slag hammer out. So I says, well, as long as I got slag hammer out, let me take it for a quick spin. So I ran up the road, and I shifted from first to second. And when I shifted from not even on it, when I shifted from first to second, it was like somebody jammed on the brakes. Like, what the hell is that, right? So I ran it up a little bit more and did it again. And as soon as I manual shifted to second, it was a brrr, right? So something crazy is going on there. So I called John Cope. And I said, hey, help my dumb ass out here. It felt great on the jack stand, but as soon as I go, to run it up through the gears, I hit it second gear, and it wants to throw me through the windshield. So he says, he threw a couple of ideas at me, and he says, when you set the linkage, when you set the shift linkage, did you do it in park or first? So I says, well, I did it in park. He says, well, you're a dumbass. you have to do it in first. So reaching under there, by the way I had things positioned, I just wanted to reach under there real quick and try to make the adjustment without fully being under there, and just my this part of my arm was like rubbing against as I was trying to, so I was involved in doing that, and I just didn't feel what was going on.
I don't know. You don't work on things though. I don't understand.
I don't work on anything.
No.
So thank you, John Cope, for. I think that straightened it out. I couldn't really tell because it was raining today. It was really wet, but I did run it up and down the driveway there, and I shifted it a couple of times after I made the adjustment, and it seems like it might have done it. But if not, I got to take it apart and see what.
You mean it was raining and not misting out?
No, it was raining.
We were so mad.
Oh, so pissed off.
We were so mad. They closed the track for mist.
You gotta understand, there's a lot of preparation.
Yeah, we had to get a dog sitter.
Right,
we
gotta
had
get the
to,
dog sitter.
Pack up and stop doing what we were doing and get everything loaded, get the car loaded.
Right.
Drive like how far?
Well, it's not just getting the car loaded. You gotta go over the car.
Right.
You gotta check everything.
Have this? Do we have that? It's a big deal.
Tighten this. Look at that. Check the air pressure. Do the air pressures and stuff like that.
Big deal.
Just like all these, check fit and sleep. Make sure this is still tight. You go through the whole thing. You load all of the stuff you need into the tow vehicle.
Yeah.
It takes time.
Like, do we have this? Do we have that? Yeah.
So. Go get gas, right?
It's expensive too. Yeah, putting gas in the truck.
So like I burned down literally all day Friday, and I know that Dr. Art did the same thing, getting prepped to do this race.
Right.
And then I left the house. He left his place about a half hour before I did, and the dog sitter came. We did all of that, and then we were on our way, and we got about a half hour from the track, and he texted us saying that the track was closed. What? So then we went to the Facebook page and saw that it was misted out. Closed for mist.
Jim has a question.
Yes.
Okay, why will the economy take a crap before it gets way better? Why not just improve from here?
You can't. It's a mathematical impossibility. The debt.
Everything is based on debt.
Everything. The currency is based on debt. So if you want to know, I'll tell you what. If you want to know, like, all right, here's the easiest way. Look up Kondrativ, right? Kondrativ, Kondrativ. He was a Russian economist, and this was back during the Stalin era. So Kondrativ studied all of the known economies to that point, and pinpointed cycles that happen on a micro level, like the economic cycle will happen in a village, will happen in a country, will happen in an empire, will happen globally.
This is all based on fractals.
Yes. Okay. So Kondrativ came up with what he called the Kondrativ cycle, and it's a spring, summer, fall, and winter, and an economy, right? Like for instance, our economy, the one that we're in today, began in 1913. You could trace it back to the origin of the Federal Reserve, because anything before that was different, right? Once the Federal Reserve came in 1913, the fiat currency system started, and then over the next years, like 1932, 1933, the gold confiscation and the raising of the gold price there in 1964 to take in the silver out of the currency, 1971 closing the gold window to international redemption. Each of these were steps taken to get us to where we are today. So the spring started in 1913. Then you had the summer period, which would be considered, let's say, World War II, right? That, or a post-war expansion and all. Then you had the fall, okay, which was the accumulation of debt. So let's say from the Vietnam War era, like 1960s or so, or really specifically 1971, you had the fall period, okay? Now winter, we were in a classic Kondrativ winter. And the thing that marks the winter period is that all of the debt accumulated during the previous seasons is repudiated. It's wiped clean. So what that means is that anything based on the fiat dollar, the Federal Reserve note, is doomed. Is doomed. It's a mathematical thing. You can't reverse the math. You can't unprint the dollars, and you can't reduce the demand for the dollars. So, like for instance, they just lowered rates again, right? Powell just lowered rates another quarter point. And people are like, yes, that's great. They lowered rates. It'll make things more affordable in the short term, but that reduced rate will bring more inflation. So anything that they do at this point to reduce rates is going to ease the situation in the short term, but aggravate it in multiples in the long term. And that long term keeps getting shorter and shorter and shorter. So it used to be like they'd make a rate cut, let's say, okay? You see the inflationary aspects of that move slowly come into the system over the course of a year or two, right? And it would come in slowly. But as we get closer to the end game, it gets faster and faster. So you've got the immediate relief from the rate cut, but then right away it comes back in inflation. It's a vicious cycle, and we're in that vicious cycle. This is textbook, classic Kondratiev fall. And the telltale thing of this is the blow off top. So during this period of time, you're going to see equities markets. Like for instance, look at the Dow, look at the S&P 500, right? Look at the Nasdaq. They're all reaching brand new highs. Every time you turn around, there's a new high. It looks like it's a good thing, but when you look at the fundamentals, the price to earnings ratios that these things are supposed to be based on, completely disconnected from reality. So at this point, a corporation announces that they're laying off, 1,500 workers, and all of a sudden, boom, the stock goes up. Instead of normal times with normal people trading, it's like, wait a minute, that company's in trouble. They're laying off workers. No, and how's the exact opposite effect now? And the stock value goes up. So what you're experiencing is a blow off top in the equities markets. The Dow is going to go to, right now it's at like 40,000 or something. I don't even pay attention.
It's a melt up, not a melt
Melt
down.
up. It's a melt up. Everybody's expecting a crash.
No.
They'll get a crash, but the real crash is in the rising prices of it. And that's what the majority of people miss. Every time the Dow hits another high that's not based on fundamentals, that is a crash, and it's inflationary. Eventually, though, it'll peak, and then you'll see like a 80 or 90% drop.
Philip Reed sent you super chat.
Thank you, Phil.
It says it currently takes 3.7 cents to make 1 penny.
Yes, classic. That's exactly the type of thing. Exactly
This
the
isn't
type
financial advice, no.
of thing. This is not
It's
financial
trivia.
advice.
It's
Right.
trivia.
And that's the price in zinc.
Mm.
It costs them how much to make the penny in zinc, not even in copper. Which is something I'm seriously thinking about. I've been
even talk about derivatives.
I've been in gold and silver for 25 years
New
now.
City Carpet says now I need a gin. So do I, New City Carpet.
I've been in precious metals for like 25 years now, and
Gin.
for the first time I'm taking a serious look at copper. I think copper might be a very interesting thing.
So Rocco says, Tony, do you think we're going back on the gold standard and the Fed and reboot?
No,
I don't
yeah.
think it's that simple though.
I think that so here's the thing, okay? So they talk about a lot about bricks, right? And again, they're only looking at bricks on a surface level. They're not looking at the major implications of it. So
Is
the
this a
brick,
card channel?
yes.
Yes. Good.
So one of the elements of the bricks, okay, is that these countries are all agreeing to peg their currencies to a commodity. And traditionally it's gold and silver, but it could be any valuable limited commodity, all right? In some aspects, Bitcoin fits that description, but unimportant right now. one of the things that's not being talked about or not being mentioned, it's like you don't see the forest for the trees, is that the BRICS are cutting out, those BRICS countries are in the process of cutting out their own central banks. The US is going to have to follow suit. We're going to have to do that. The current system is going to have to be sideswiped.
We'll see how this goes. So, what's new, Tony?
And XRP looks like it's going to be the thing.
We don't know.
I know. I'm just saying.
Putin came out with a statement saying that he doesn't want to get rid of the dollar. Recently, like yesterday or the day before.
I couldn't imagine that. The dollar's
But
been
he
weaponized
did.
against him now for how long?
I understand, but he did say that. So no, we'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Able D Tony. So what you're trying to say is that we can't unburden the debt that will burden us.
No, we're way past the point of no return.
Oh.
We were past the point of no return in 1982. We were past the point of no return sometime around 1982, 1983, like where it was just a mathematical certainty. And that's when I realized it was 1987 that I figured it out. Okay, and then started planning accordingly, started living like life accordingly. But it was really 1982 or so when Reagan literally handed the running of the country to Paul Volcker at the Fed. And the Federal Reserve has literally been running the country. People are like, oh yes, I vote for the president, I vote for the congressman, I vote for the senator. You vote for jack shit. It's the Federal Reserve that runs the country. It's the Federal Reserve that makes the policies. It's the Federal Reserve dictates where the money goes and how it goes there. Everything else that's done through the government is just lip service.
If somebody said that Congress, that the Fed has to answer to Congress, well, they don't have to answer, but
No,
Fed makes all the policy. Congress has no say whatsoever, according to what they decide to do.
The Congress has no authority to audit the Fed.
No.
So, in other words, the Fed has to answer to Congress if Congress says, hey, why did you do this thing, right? Well, the Fed has to give them the reason why they did it. That's the beginning and the end of accountability.
Right.
Congress has no way to override the Fed.
Oh, okay.
Because the Fed is not part of the government. The Fed is a private corporation. The Internal Revenue Service is a private corporation. The Internal Revenue Service is the collection agency for the Federal Reserve. I'm not making any of this stuff up. You can look it up yourself. Go find the part of the federal government that includes either the Federal Reserve or the Internal Revenue Service. It's not there. So, and people are starting to realize this. They're starting to wake up. But since 1982, I believe it was right about there, the government or the country has literally been run by the Federal Reserve. Paul Volcker became the most powerful man in the world. And then for however long he was in there, Alan Greenspan was the most powerful man in the world. Period. The end. Nobody even a close second because of the Bretton Woods Accord. The Bretton Woods Accord essentially put the Federal Reserve at the top of the world. At the top of the world. The Federal Reserve doesn't just run this country. The Federal Reserve runs the world.
Let's see. Silver Eagle Cobra says, Tony, talk about the pain ahead as the winter cycle progresses.
I'm not a psychic.
No.
I'm not a psychic.
I don't know.
Okay. So.
I don't know. Don't make any predictions because you don't know. We're gonna see how things go. That's really all you can do.
Well, I'm gonna try to like hit you with an abstract thought. Okay, that's not rooted in any practicality or any facts, just observation. Okay, and it includes you, right, and us.
Oh, me?
No,
Oh.
pointing at whoever is watching this, because you're part of this general tribe. Okay, car people, right? You know, us. Back in 2020, we had the thing, right? You know, you can't even say it, right? We had the thing, and the world, the general population, panicked, okay, and willingly gave up their autonomy and their freedom, and like literally just gave it all up, okay, and participated in a humiliation ritual on a global scale, right? And they didn't see it that way, right? But they just went along with it. People that had common sense, people who were supposed to have common sense, people who understand things like immune systems, the people who understand things like basic filtration, okay, just went along with it, just totally went along with it, and I thought it was so ridiculous. I mean, from the very beginning, I knew it was a scam, literally as it was happening, okay, because of things, right? So at any rate, I watched the whole world just shut down, and I was like, okay, we're in trouble, right? Like collectively, as a species, right? We're in a lot of trouble. And then something happened. Around June, things started to open up here and there, okay? Now, I had never skipped a beat. Like through the whole lockdowns, I was just going about my life like it was completely normal. And well, I won't even go into that. So anyway, in June, the track opened up, right? And there was an event called the Redneck Rumble here in Lebanon, Tennessee. Right? They have this every year. They have the Redneck Rumble and they have the Rat Rod Rumble. So it was like one of the first events, and most of the country was still locked down. Tennessee was one of the places that, like, okay, we got out of it early, right?
Good night, D-Rock. He's going to bed. He said it was fun.
Oh, good night, brother. So, Tennessee was one of the first states to like say, okay, go back to life. But you go to the supermarket, everybody's wearing masks. They're all 6 feet apart from each other. They all got fear in their eyes. There's still businesses closed. There's still like this craziness going on. And I said, well, I got to go to this Rat Rod Rumble. Yeah, not really my thing, but you know, it's a car thing. Well, when I get there, the event is packed. Okay, there's people everywhere. The parking lot's overflowing, and I walk in there, I pay my money, and I look around, and everything is completely normal. Okay, there isn't a soul wearing a mask. There's nobody social distancing. There's nobody doing any of this freaking nonsense. Everybody was just being normal. And it's not like there was like this collective protest. They were like, yes, let's not be like the normies. It was just a natural thing. It was like the people that were at this event, nothing happened. What was going on in the outside world didn't affect them. They didn't care. They were just there to buy parts and build their hot rods and have a good time and socialize and everything else. And then like a couple days later, I went to the track. And it was the same thing at the track. At the track, everything was completely normal. Completely normal. And then you leave the track and everybody's back wearing masks and all this other bullshit. And that's when I said to myself, we're not like the normies, right? We operate collectively as gearheads. And it's not just us, okay, because there are people that are into all these different subcultures that are of the same way. I'm not saying that we're special because we're car people. We're special because we have a different way of thinking, we have a different level, list of priorities, and we have more common sense. We're able to analyze things. A car person can look at a mask and say, it's clearly not going to stop a virus, okay? And so you automatically know it's nonsense and you discount it. So I realized at that point that there are certain segments of the population that are going to be immune to the things that are going to hit the general population. We're smart enough, we're cunning enough, we're creative enough, we're work-oriented, we're mission-oriented, we're problem solvers, and collectively, we have nothing to worry about. You guys are going to be fine.
17 says, I wear a mask when there's nasty dust particles nearby.
Well, that's different. That's totally different.
That won't get through the mask. That's what the masks are for.
Right.
Dust, paint, dust.
Like not viruses.
Not
viruses. You realize how small it is, yeah?
Yeah. Right.
So, anyway, make a long story short, I was after many years of worrying about how things were going to end.
Yes, painting your car, that's different.
That's different.
Paint won't go through the mask.
Right, that's different. It's a virus. Please. So, after many decades of worrying about, not worrying, but being concerned about how it was going to end and being in the right position, going to those two events during the lockdown periods made me realize I have nothing to worry about, and the people I'm surrounded by, my type of people, my tribe, you guys, we got nothing to worry about. We're going to be fine.
Oh, you were having forced mask wearing, able to, yeah, there was places like that. I got kicked out of Best Buy.
I didn't wear one. I refused to wear one. It just wasn't going to happen. The best I would do is if they asked, I would go like this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But there's just no way. Because I recognized what it was, right? Because, and I wouldn't even get into that.
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't even get into that. But I recognized what...
This might be the last life we have.
I recognized what the act of face covering meant.
Yes.
Right? Because it certainly didn't have a basis in fact. Right? In other words, there was no logical reason or mechanical reason for it to happen. Right? So there had to be another reason, and I recognized what that reason was, and I was like, oh, I see what's going on here.
Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, think of how dirty cash is, but the mask will save you. Right. I know. Yeah. I know. Yes, it's about control.
It was all about control. Everything was about control.
Yep.
The mask thing was literally a humiliation ritual.
Luke says, interesting topics tonight. Got to go finishing up some work on my Rebel machine. Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. I love
Very
those
nice.
things. Excellent
Enjoy.
choice in automobile.
So 70 Rebel machine. Ari's in the chat. Oh, I did not see Ari. Oh, there he is. Dan
Oh, Ari.
Scoop and Miguel, he says. Let's see. Where's Olive? I don't know.
Oh, Olive will be back.
Oh,
Olive will be back.
she probably watched your video.
She what?
Probably watched your video.
She'll be back.
Let's see. I'm baking more bread. It smells great. Oh, good, Thumper.
Nice.
It's nice to bake bread. Let's see. Okay, Lester says, I ordered a shirt. How do I tell you which mug I want? Oh, you ordered it already? Okay. So, usually if you go to order, there's a little place where you can add a note. But if you ordered already, just go to uncletonysgarage@gmail.com and just send me a message saying, I ordered such and such shirt and I want this mug. Show them the mugs, Tony. Again, show them the mugs. The
Okay,
special.
we have
Thank you so much.
this one that we stole
Lester.
from my buddy Neil Van
Oh, we
Opry.
didn't steal it from him.
I stole it.
No,
we stole it.
I made him the design.
It's a
And it's just
stolen
sitting in my file
thing.
and he never
And
used
then-
it. But I'm sending him tons of free mugs.
And there's one that every single mechanic needs.
Yeah. And he closed.
Yes.
Yeah, Lester, let me know which one you want.
Uh,
UncleTony'sGarage@gmail.com.
I don't see Lester's name up here.
Oh, no?
No.
Whose name do you see?
I see Graydon Cole,
Uh-huh.
Jacob Bowman, Derek Stone, George Nieman.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot. Thank you.
Yes.
So all the green ones? All the
Um,
green ones?
yeah, the green one's the
Oh,
process.
so Lester, who are you? I'll figure it out. Just tell me what name you ordered under. Let's see. Use the Spaceballs font and make an Uncle Tony the coffee mug. Spaceballs font. I don't even know what that is.
Why are the girls being, oh, you know, because it's raining.
Who's Corian?
Darla. Darla!
I even asked for the out-of-date pasta too. Jacob, okay. Nice. I'm not gonna send out-of-date pasta.
Well, yeah, shut them down. They don't like that. It's
don't get-
vintage.
No,
They collect these things.
they don't collect
They
that.
do. They collect
Oh,
specific
my
dates.
goodness.
Trust me.
Stop.
It's a whole subculture.
Oh.
You guys ever watch? I don't know this guy's name. He's a little off balance. This guy
Mo Lester.
he collects
Mo Lester?
more or less.
I don't know.
That's
Mo
a-
Lester. That's funny. Oh, I just got that, Mike. That's
Cute,
very
yes.
funny. Cute.
There's this guy that collects old food. His thing is collecting old food,
Disgusting.
and he And he does these videos where like for an hour, they're really long. You have to fast forward through them because like he analyzes every little
Jacob wants
aspect
you
of
to
it.
sign his cup.
Oh, jeez. You don't want me to sign that, bro. It's like,
Why?
because they'll come looking for you.
No business. I'm
Yes.
looking for anybody.
They'll come looking for you.
Oh my gosh. All right, Hank Hill sent you super chat.
Thank you. Thank you, Hank.
Do you repair cars for other people or just yours?
Just my own. I haven't touched another person's car in a very long time. Well, in terms of like business, in a very long time.
Right. Yeah. Can you sign the bag of pasta?
Yes, that also.
Oh, you can sign the bag of pasta, but not the mug?
Yeah, it's different. I feel weird about signing stuff.
Oh, you know what? You could sign one time and I can just incorporate it into the
You could do that too. You could do that too.
Oh.
I just feel weird about
It's not
signing
real
shit.
though. It's not real
I just,
signature.
it's not the relationship I want to have with my viewers. Does that make any sense? I feel weird about that. I feel like when I do a video, okay?
But some people like to collect things.
Yeah, I understand.
We don't collect things.
Right,
Like
but-
we're not collectors, but some people like to collect things, and that's part of it. You know what I mean? You don't realize that's
Well-
part of their hobby.
When I do a video, okay, I'm doing it for my friends, okay. Like I don't think of the viewers who are watching this as fans or anything like that, right? I think of them as okay. These are my. I don't know them, but they're my friends. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I do videos from that level. You see what I'm saying? In fact, like my whole thing is based on that level, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm asked for like something like an autograph, it's just weird to me because that's not the place that
Yeah,
I.
but it's what they want. So.
Yeah, let
Yeah, but
Vice
that's
Grip
what they
sign
want.
autographs.
But
And
that's what they want.
I
Easy
don't-
Life says, Tony, if I send you my old turbo, would you sign it?
No,
Sorry, Easy.
I really don't like signing things. I like posing for pictures with people. You know, anytime we go someplace, people always like, "Can I get a quick shot with you?" And yeah, I love that. I think that's awesome. But I don't.
Ari says, I
don't
think
like-
I'm going to frame my first gen Uncle Tony shirt. Oh, nice. Ari. Yes, collector's item, sure. Tony is my friend? Cool.
Well, distant friend.
Ari says my I Hate Cars shirt is always a hit. Awesome.
Well, now you got the mug to go with it.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah, they have my I Hate Cars mug. Eric Swenson sent you super chat.
Thank you. Rick.
Let's see. I'm trying to heart it. Why can't I heart it? Okay. Watching Tony on Sunday is like watching an automotive church. Just Pastor Tony preaching the good automotive word. Okay.
I'll take that.
That's very nice.
I'll take that.
That's very nice, Eric. Thank you so much. Let's see. What else is going on? So, Cordo, you're saying you want to do a UTG meet and greet in Murfreesboro? I'll pick up Uncle Brian on the way there.
I would love to hang it.
Oh
I'm
my God.
pissed. I'm a little pissed off at Uncle Brian
Why? Tony.
because I checked.
Tony.
What? Oh, my stomach is hanging out there. Yeah. Which I don't have much left on.
Oh, yeah, okay. Alright.
Don't be like that.
So, like what?
You know I lost a bunch. I look very svelte.
Uh-huh.
I'm getting my ballerina body
Image
back.
is blown if you don't work on cars. What? He doesn't work on customers' cars.
I don't work on customers' cars. I work on my own
He doesn't
stuff. I
have
work on
a-
my own cars, my own
A
motorcycle.
shop or
It keeps me
anything
busy.
like that. He works on his cars, just not other people's.
Right. Yeah, I do stuff like that, but just laying around.
Right, yeah.
I'm just laying on the couch. Oops.
It's those demons.
So,
Yes, super chat.
thank you.
The old cars and music says, hey, Tony and Kathy. Is behind the transmission cross member too far back for an H pipe?
You want it as close to the source of heat as you can get it, but no. I mean, as a balanced tube, no, it's not too far back. It's not the ideal place for it, but it'll still serve the purpose.
Thank you, Old Cars and Music.
Yes.
Abel D says, Tony, thanks for being my friend and thinking of me. Good friends are hard to come by nowadays.
You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
Uncle Tony's neighborhood would be a good show to do.
If I, the day that I think of myself as anything other than just a mechanic who does videos for other mechanics and gearheads, okay? Not a mechanic. The day that I think of myself as anything other than a gearhead, just passing on information to other gearheads, is the day I stop doing this. Because I don't ever want to be that person. You know what I'm saying? The other people love that. It's, you know, look at me, I'm important, right? I'm not like that.
Make a mug with UTG friends on it. UTG friends.
My friends, let's be friends.
We can do that.
Be my friend.
Uncle Tony, will you come to my birthday party?
Only if I could jump out of the cake.
Oh no. No, you don't want that, Oscar.
If I could jump out of the
want
cake,
that.
I'm down.
Alright, let's see. Riff Raff Ruckus. Did you ever steal cars for the Roy DeMeo crew from Fountain Avenue?
No, I never stole cars from Uncle Roy.
No, you never did that. Let's see. UTG and Friends.
Please be my friend.
No, Rob's Classic says you're special and an individual just like everyone else. Let's see. No, we should have an Uncle Tony part at Chuck E. Cheese, or party at Chuck E. Cheese, and have that mouse wear an old racing t-shirt. Let's see.
Their pizza wasn't very good.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've been there.
I know, but you would think, place it, you know, Chuck E. Cheese,
Yeah,
like
no.
their thing, right? Pizza, and it's not.
Terrible.
It's horrible.
Let's see. Brooklyn Block Brawl because some Guido thought he was important. Sorry, Mr. Guido. Starfire says, what made an original 426 Hemi race engines different from the later mid-60s muscle car engines?
Compression. Read that question one more time.
What made the original 426 Hemi race engines different from later mid-60s muscle car engines?
64 was iron K-head, 65 was the aluminum K-head. They had higher compression ratios. The race Hemis were all 12.5-to-1 compression, the rated 12.5-to-1 compression. The street Hemis were all 10.25-to-1. So you had race Hemis in 64, 65 with the K-heads. Then you had race Hemis in 68 with the super stock, the Hemi Darts and Hemi Cudas, 12.5-to-1 compression. You had the RO23 cars, which were factory race cars in 1967, but they didn't have, quote, race Hemis in them. They were street Hemis. What else? I mean, camshaft profiles are different. The intake manifolds are different. All of the street Hemis just had the dual quads on the dual plane intake manifold, the 2 6.25. Where the race Hemis, you had everything from single 4-barrel NASCAR versions, dual 4-barrel NASCAR versions, cross rams. I don't know. I forgot what even the question was. I forgot what even the question was.
I don't remember now either.
I don't want to talk about Hemis anymore. I hate Hemis.
You hate Hemis?
I hate Hemis.
I thought you hated cars.
I hate cars and I hate Hemis even more. I hate cars with Hemis more than I hate anything in the world, really.
Wargo says, laugh out loud, Tony, what are your top 3 biggest hopes for the next 4 years? Also happy Ron Paul's getting involved.
One of my biggest hopes for the next man, that's a great question. One of my biggest hopes that the Fed is eliminated and we can return to some sort of sane economic base.
Constitutional money would be nice.
Yes. Well, that's constitutional. Constitutional everything is. Okay. So to put this like, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I'm a radical isolationist. Right. Meaning that, right? If let's say I was the president, okay, all of a sudden, okay, Uncle Tony is the president,
Oh God, no.
right? Um,
No.
the very first thing I would do was completely stop anything. If it happens beyond one of our beaches, okay, we got nothing to do with it. We got nothing to do with it. I would end everything, including leisure travel. Like literally, I would put up an absolute lock around the borders. Nothing comes in, nothing goes out, nothing, zero. Okay, and it would stay that way until we had 100% of everything in this country settled, until our cities were functional, until our industries were functional, until our infrastructure was all, until everybody who wanted a job could have a job. And it's like a radical isolation until we get our own house in order, and then we could go out and do whatever we got to do, right? So I hope that something along those lines would happen.
That's very radical from what we've lived with our whole lives. But non-interventionalists, that's how we were in the past.
It's in the Constitution.
It's in the Constitution.
Yes, it's
correct.
actually in the Constitution. Right.
I didn't want to say.
Yeah, I'll say it for you.
But-
It's in the Constitution.
right.
We're not supposed to get involved
No.
in foreign entanglements.
We're not.
Okay.
Right, exactly.
Right.
But our whole lives, you and I, like, that's all we've known.
I know that.
Yeah,
I know that.
that's all we've known.
But that's besides the point. So that's something I hope happens. Something like that, where we officially withdraw from everything. NATO, eat a dick. All of you, everybody, just go take care of your own shit. We have trouble over here, and then once we get this squared away, if we have extra, we'll help you. So that's how so that's two things. And then the third thing is,
You're describing North Korea? No. No.
I'm describing every country, like literally every country. Just do you?
No, I think he's talking
you do
about the
you.
non-interventionalist thing. I don't know.
We intervene everywhere all
I
the
know,
time.
right.
Right?
Yeah.
There shouldn't be a penny sent overseas. There shouldn't be a bullet sent overseas. There shouldn't be even the knowledge.
I'm not sure what he's talking
We should
about.
not even know that there's a war going on in another part of the world. We should be oblivious to
Well,
it.
I'm not going to talk about it. I can't talk about it.
Until-
Let's talk about cars.
Until
I have my
everything
own
is straightened
ideas.
out here.
Right.
When our roads and bridges are all good, and our factories are working, and our people are working, and nobody is starving, and the homeless are taken care of, and all of these things that are happening here in this country, once they're all squared away, then we can look at the rest of the world. But we're so screwed up at this point. No, radical isolationism would be my wish. And then the third thing is that enough people have common sense enough to get the hell away from the zones that are Kathy's shaking her head no. Well, he asked me a question. I'm trying to
Right,
answer
yeah.
the question.
Right. Get out of cities. Right. Get out of cities.
Not all of the cities,
Well,
but the cities, you know it. If you live in a place, where
things
you
can
see
get kind of ugly.
the trends,
Yeah.
what's up there?
Things can get kind of ugly.
Yeah, if you live in an area, like, and you, let's say you live within like 50 miles of an area, where you can clearly see that there's more lawlessness, that there's more signs of decay, closed storefronts, lots of graffiti, lots of
Stealing
petty
is
crime,
legal.
right? If you live in an area where they have to lock all of the stuff behind
That's kind of a
plexiglass,
problem, yeah.
right? I hope that you've got enough common sense to get the hell out of here before there's even the slightest little bump, because things are.
Ari's making the big wide eyes.
Listen, I'm just telling it like it is, okay?
Yeah.
It's
I mean, how could you possibly think that that was normal? It's the frog in the pot of boiling water. You know, it's warmer and warmer and warmer and warmer. It's not normal to have things locked up like that and have people constantly stealing every single day.
right.
like that's not normal.
Right.
Like you need to move away from that.
Yeah.
Like I know you think it's normal because like that's what's happening around you, but no, it's not normal. It's really, really bad.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what, right? Here's what you do, right? Turn on a 1960s situation comedy. Go find like Green Acres or That Girl or I don't know, Get Smart, right? Go find a 1960s situation comedy, okay, and watch it. And if where you live doesn't kind of resemble that, get out. Get out.
Mannix, yeah.
I'm serious. I'm serious.
I don't know. Like I don't know. Like you're not supposed to lock up hand lotion, or shampoo or
I just saw a thing.
toothpaste.
I just saw a thing in
that's
New York. Okay.
Insane.
I just saw a thing in New York. There's a bodega there. Okay. They get robbed once an hour.
Yeah, I know. I saw that too. Yeah.
Okay. Once an hour. Can you
Right.
imagine?
It's
So
not normal.
how do you live in a place where you get robbed once an hour? Every hour somebody comes in and robs you. Every hour. You're open 12 hours over the course of a day. You're gonna get robbed 12 freaking times. Like how batshit crazy is that? Okay, but this is people's reality. This is how they're living. If you live within 50 or 100 miles of anything where that type of thing is like the norm, get out now. Seriously, get out now. Because you see the way things are right now, and everything is kind of like leveled out. All you need is the slightest little bump. Okay, you just need the slightest little upset in let's say transportation of things or you know what I mean? Yeah.
Things.
You like New York. Okay, so they got like New York has I don't know whatever it is 200,000 immigrants. Okay, they've taken on 200,000 or so of these illegal immigrants. So this is just the most mind-boggling stuff, right? So they've had these immigrants going there for the last 2 years, okay, flooding into this place. So they've taken over all the hotels and they've made the hotels for the immigrants. Now they were feeding the immigrants, but the immigrants didn't like the food that they were feeding them because it wasn't culturally sensitive food. So in other words, I guess somebody comes from East Bongo Squeegee doesn't want a cheeseburger. Well, you know what? You came here, beggars can't be choosers, okay? You came here as an asylum seeker. Just be thankful you're getting food, period. But no, they rebelled. And so what the city did was, it said, no, we'll just give them cards. We'll give them $350 a week each to eat. So they give them these prepaid debit cards, $350 a week to eat. This is just people, it's like, So now, yesterday, Eric Adams, who's not in prison for some insane reason, Eric Adams turned that policy around. So now these 200,000 immigrants aren't going to be getting their $350 a week for food. And he has no plans to feed them.
That's on purpose.
You've literally got a city, you've got, 11 square miles, okay, with 200,000 people who don't speak the language, who aren't familiar with the culture, and now don't have any food or way to support themselves. If you can't see where, like people live in the suburbs of these places, and they're like, oh, it's fine, it's happening over in the city. You think they're staying in the city when they go hungry? No. Get away. That's all I can tell you is just get away. Find some place that has a semblance of a traditional American culture. I don't care what color it is. I don't care what language they speak. It's the culture, traditional American culture, traditional American values. Find a place like that and go to it, right? Because there's crazy shit happening. There's nothing that's going to happen to stop it.
Uncle Tony's the goat father. Yeah, I don't know about that.
What?
Hans Solsel? I always say his name wrong. Uncle Tony is the goat father.
The goat father?
The goat father.
Nice.
More hot dog stands in New York City. So let's not talk about that. I came out of the Javits Center and they had a big soubrette umbrella. And I was starving and I wanted a hot dog and it was $6. And it wasn't Sabret, it was like a ballpark Frank, and I wanted to kill them for lying to me and charging me $6 for a ballpark Frank. They used to be good hot dogs, not now. The Cosa Nostra is now the kosher Nostra. What?
No, even they're gone.
Tony's about to get company in Tennessee, Joe K said. No.
No, we're cool here.
No.
We don't worry about that stuff in Tennessee.
See, and you know they don't check their oil, Tim Burton says. Jimmy Hat, just watched the 318 short. Wow.
What's
Nice.
the what?
The 318 short.
You know, it's funny, right? When we started that,
Tennessee's full, yes. Oh, folks, Tennessee's full.
Tennessee's full, and we're all armed to the teeth. We all have guns everywhere. We have bullets everywhere, and we have the constitutional right to carry them anywhere we want, anytime we want, within reason, of course. So yes, we're okay here. We don't worry about stuff like that. Yeah, if you live in a gun-free zone, that's another definite red flag. But the funny thing, bottle rocket, right? So what a radical change. So when we started that project, okay, I cannot tell you how many insults were hurled at me, the car, the concept, the idea, and we had our teething pains. And unlike other YouTubers, I show the mistakes. I show them we have a problem. I don't hide anything. And we caught hell. I mean, just hell. I bring the car back, right? After it had been, down for, I guess, maybe 2 years or so, we didn't do anything with the car on the channel. I bring it back, and then all of a sudden, it's everybody's favorite car. I love that car. That car's great. That's the greatest car in the world.
Well, not all of a sudden, it took years. It took years.
It's funny. It's like,
It is Darla. How'd you know that was Darla? Making all those noises.
Did they hate that car, or is that my
Oh
imagination?
no, they hated it.
That car was
hated
hated.
you. They hated me.
That car was hated. Everything was hated about it. And now you look at the exact opposite. That's the coolest car that ever existed. That thing belongs in a museum. Where were you 3 years ago, 4 years ago? We needed some support.
It's okay. We made it through. There were plenty of people there supporting you. There were a lot,
I know.
actually. UTG is real, that's why I watch. Aw, it's very nice. Joe K says, I still miss it when it was manual, but yeah, I get the drawback.
Yeah, it's just.
Harry
No.
Lister says, Bottle Rocket, ugly but fast. Yeah.
I think it's beautiful. I honestly do. I look every time I look at that car, I'm like, man, perfect.
Dano sent you super chat.
Thank you.
He says $5 donation for the Pentastar lesson, not something you can hear just anywhere. Oh,
Thank you.
that's
I
nice.
appreciate that.
Thank you. Winky belongs in a museum. Winky's gone, Danny boy, and you know it.
The Pentastar. So lots of people commented that each of the points of the star represented one of the divisions of Chrysler Corporation. So it would be Chrysler, Dodge, Plymouth. DeSoto was gone in 61. I said 63, but DeSoto was gone in 61. So numerous people said that it represented the 5 divisions: Dodge, Plymouth, Chrysler, Imperial, and Fargo, the Fargo trucks. But you understand that symbol is used on all of Chrysler Corporation stuff. So Chrysler Air Temp, Chrysler Marine, Chrysler. There were so many Chrysler divisions. Chrysler was into everything at the time. So no, it had nothing to do with the five different automotive brands. Automotive was their main business. No, DeSoto was gone by 61. So the point is, Chrysler was an expanding company at that point, and they had their sights set way beyond just cars, and they were actively working in all different areas. So no, it had nothing to do with the representing of the brands of cars.
Bob's Chop Shop says, I've always loved Bottle Rocket. I've been a subscriber since the start. Aww.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you hanging around.
Wow, you've put up with a lot.
You have put up with a lot. What do we have? It was like 1,200.
What?
We have like 1,200, almost 1,300 videos up, and we've taken down probably like 300 of them.
No, that many?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that many. I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Occasionally, I'll go through and I'll say, oof,
Do you?
oof, yeah, that's,
Oh, that's bad.
that's always bad. Turn it out.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's okay. It's like that when you start anything.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hey, Tony, talk about the District of Columbia being a corporation.
The District of Columbia
Yeah.
is city-state. It's the same as, you have three
This
cities.
is the last
What?
live we're ever going to be able to do, you know that.
Well, no,
right?
I'm not, this isn't, you hit,
I'm just
hit
saying.
Wikipedia. Hit Wikipedia. There are three main recognized city-states. What?
Nothing. I have an itch on my back.
The Vatican, the City of London, and Washington, D.C.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? The Organic Act of 1871 is what created the separate entity known as Washington, D.C., separating it from the United States of America that it was on and creating the corporation called the United States of America. So, the United States of America, the Constitution, anything referring to the constitutional republic, the United States of America, is spelled with capital letters only at the beginning of each word, right? So, USA would be the capital letters, and everything else would be lowercase. The corporate entity is all caps. So anything that you see, anytime you see the United States of America in all caps, it's representing the corporation, and that represents the city-state of Washington, D.C., which is another interesting thing, because evidently, and I can't tell you this for sure, but I remember where I saw this. Evidently, the new administration is looking to move certain agencies out of D.C.
I saw that, yeah.
Which is a very, if you're versed in this stuff, okay, that is an extremely interesting development if it's true. So if agencies are being moved out of DC, it means that they're being removed from the corporation, and they're being absorbed by the constitutional republic.
Okay, Rocco says, can we get another chicken burnout?
I don't have chickens
We
anymore.
don't have chickens anymore, Rocco. No, we don't have chickens anymore, I'm sorry. Silver Eagle Cobra says, I watch because it's fun to watch you have fun. Good, clean, gearhead fun.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I'm insanely fortunate to be able to do what I do. And I'm grateful for it every single minute that I do it.
Justin Billington says, the first video of you guys I saw was a Low Buck 318 video, and love Bottle Rocket ever since. Oh,
Thank you.
that's nice. Tim Pure Punt, the hidden archives? No, we just, did you delete them or you just
Oh, when I
made
delete
them
something, I just
private?
delete it.
Oh, okay. Brad
just delete
Restoration
it.
says, why take any down?
Some of them were okay. So the earliest videos that we did were terrible. I mean, just the
Well,
quality.
the first two were actually pretty good.
The first two were pretty
They
good.
were good.
Right.
And then we had to move.
And then we did like 100 of them or so that were
We had to
terrible.
move the shop, and we were like, moving the shop. That was a very hard time for us.
Yes.
Moving the shop and trying to reestablish business and start the channel, it was like, oh my gosh. It was really, really hard.
So
Hard time.
So let me explain, okay? When we got, so two reasons why I eliminated the vast majority of the early videos that we did. The first is that I was not comfortable. I'm still really not comfortable, but I mean, I'm much better than I used to be. It was very awkward, very uncomfortable doing these videos. And so if you have somebody who, and it's not that I'm embarrassed of it, I did it, right? Yeah, it's just, it is what it is. But there's a definite disconnect between the Tony, like if you click on a video from 5 years ago,
Yeah,
there's a disconnect between that Tony and this Tony. And I was like, there's just no, it's just not cohesive. So I eliminated videos that fit that description, where I looked at it and says, I don't talk like that, or I don't act like that, I don't do like that.
Yeah.
Because now I'm far more comfortable.
It
So I
took you
eliminated
forever
those.
though to become comfortable. It took a long time.
And then the other reason is that when we started the channel, so before we started the channel, I studied as much as I could about the YouTube algorithms and how things work. And it's one of the reasons why we were able to have success with it. Not because I'm this brilliant, automotive guy, but because I did my homework going into this. And we developed a strategy, okay? So the strategy was to post every single day and to post short videos, 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute long videos. And we didn't do that to make videos. We did that to please the algorithm. So a lot of those videos were there, they were getting like, at the time, right, they were getting like 180 views, right, 300 views, whatever it happened to be. They weren't really serving a purpose in terms of growing an audience. They were building a foundation to show YouTube that we're serious. We're here and we're not going to go anywhere, and we're consistent posters. So a lot of the first videos we did were done just really for that reason. And so at this point, they have to go because they don't serve any value. There's nothing worthwhile in any of them. So that's why they had to go.
You could revisit some of those topics and redo them now,
Yeah.
in a different way.
Yeah.
That'd probably be good.
I'm sure we
if you
have.
remember what the topics are.
The problem is when you do this long enough, it's like you really start to run out. It's like I already talked about that.
Mm-hmm. Tony sniffing the nitrous was a classic. You can't really do stuff like that anymore.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. It's
People
like
get mad if you try and do funny stuff.
we didn't have an audience back then, so it was we were
whatever
much
you want.
freer to do crazy shit
Mm-hmm.
and say crazy shit.
Yeah, a lot of them were just stupid.
A lot of them were really stupid because
But the 101st
that's still up.
video, that's still up. That's my favorite video.
It should be. Yeah.
It's really good, but I should have made it black and white. That's my only regret.
How to do a bitch and burn out, I think is my
That's a good
favorite.
video too.
We left that one up too.
Yeah.
I was coming. That was the day I came down with the Rona, I believe.
Is there? No.
Oh no. I had it was a fluke. 'Cause I remember I got really sick the day that we did that.
Free pizza, yeah, hipsters and hippies. Remember, it's free pizza. I'll give you free pizza.
We were having fun. It's like
Yeah.
whatever came to our minds was like, grab a camera. You know what I mean? And we'd shoot it real quick.
Yeah.
And we were just having fun. We were goofing around.
Yeah.
But then once you started, because when you get 1,000 views, 800
Yeah,
views,
nobody's
whatever it is,
watching it.
nobody's really watching it.
Everybody pretended that they didn't see it. All of our friends, they're like, "Oh my god."
Oh, it was
Just ignore
so much of it was cringe too. It's like,
just ignore them.
so much of it was cringe, but as the audience grew, now you've got kids watching, you've got families watching, you know what I mean? So now we have to be very conscious of language and stuff like that. So it's you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what
We
I'm
have a
saying?
bigger audience, right?
Yeah.
And when we do funny things, sometimes people think it's serious. And
You know what?
Sometimes they complain. We did that April 1st joke video where we were kind of talking serious in the car, like we were kind of mad at each other. They thought we were serious. They thought we were serious.
know,
They
I
got
know.
really upset. They were like,
know.
"Oh my god, I shouldn't be watching this."
So here's something that's been sticking in my craw. Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, I have a craw.
You have a
I
craw.
have a craw. I'm not gonna show you
I
what
know
it is.
you all these years and you never
I
told
have
me
a
about
craw,
it.
and this is stuck in my friggin' craw.
Oh, no.
So
What is it?
I get.
Mm.
Hang on a second.
Calm down, Darla. Darla.
Oh, well, you got a lot of orders.
Oh no. Okay. I'll get to it as soon as I can.
Okay.
I hope they said which cup they wanted. Thank you, everybody.
So
Thank you, Food Bar. You put up the link.
I get people every time I do a video that isn't nuts and bolts.
Okay.
Okay? That's not what I come to this channel for.
Yeah.
Why don't you do stuff? Why don't you work on stuff? right? Well, first off, we never worked on stuff.
Right.
From the very beginning of this channel, it's very, very rare that I actually demonstrate the working of things.
Right.
We focus on theory, practice, history, stuff like that,
Yeah.
and then use our vehicles as examples, right? So this is okay. But I've done like a handful of like tutorials, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But we post videos and we get these comments. You should do like you used to do when you used to work on cars and give us good information about working on cars. So I did. You son of a bitch. You cost me money. So.
Hey.
Oh, dog fight. Hang on, guys. Who's fighting?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Hey. Go back off. So, dog fight.
Sorry, guys.
Sometimes the girls
She doesn't
get
have
a
her
little.
collar on. Where's her collar?
She's all right. She's all right. She's all right. All right, Cat, come back here. They're fine. They're fine.
Here, use this if you need to use it.
Okay. Yeah. So just when you have a dog fight break out, this is how you just wedge just down in between them and it works. Girls will be girls, right?
Sorry, everybody. I had to break that up. Okay, that was fun.
Hey, sweetheart. You're a good girl.
Okay.
I love the chaos. I gotta be
Oh
honest
no,
with you.
they're alright. Nobody got hurt.
No, they're fine.
Oh,
Maggie's pissed
oh
off.
my god.
Maggie looks like an angry stuffed animal.
She's really a terrible.
Oh, she's
mean. She's
Yeah,
really mean. You better keep that gate near you.
she's not mean to me.
Yeah.
Oh,
She means
okay.
Darla.
Maggie?
Sorry, everybody.
Okay.
It was really ugly.
All right.
Alright.
So,
They do this every once in a while, and Darla has gotten hurt in the past.
yes, we have to protect Darla.
Yeah.
Darla's very old.
Yeah.
So, at any rate, so everybody, you guys bitch at me. Oh, work on stuff. So I do the most universal, the most detailed mechanical tech video I can come up with. All right, I do this throttle body modification work. It's called universal, meaning it applies to all. Throttle body, which applies to anything that has a throttle body. Mods. Okay. And what do I get? All right, so I did that video 5 days ago. It has 15,000 views, 7,600 views less than usual, right? Estimated revenue made $185 off of it.
It's just, okay, you don't throw carburetors anymore. That's what they want.
No, but I'm just saying, oh, we need tech, give us tech, right? Well, I give you universal tech. It was a really good video. I put so much information in that fucking video, right? And it applies to so many things. And you want to make me go broke? I'll keep doing videos like this.
Oh, we need to buy gates to like break up dog fights, so I don't know. Don't keep doing videos like that.
If I have to do videos like that, okay, and make money, I have to do 3 videos a day.
Oh my god. Alright. I'm calm now. Alright.
I'm not. I'm pissed off about this.
Is your craw okay?
No, my craw's pissed off. I can't afford a craw anymore because of this video. I want you to understand, it's not just the personal punishment, okay, that comes from doing a video,
Yeah.
but YouTube punishes you because it brings down your average. When it brings down your average, YouTube is saying, oh, this guy's jumping the shark, right? Let's not put his videos out. So it's a big deal when you have a really bad video like that, and it's good information.
Get
It's,
away from her.
it's
Stop.
good information.
I'm talking to Darla.
What the
sorry.
hell was the name of it?
Darla, back off. Back off.
Like universal throttle body modifications you can do at home with basic tools.
I don't care.
You would think millions of people would want this video. Millions of people
No.
would want this video. Free and easy DIY power for all. You would think it would be the single biggest video that man has ever produced in the world of cars.
Scott
Okay?
Coon says, I watched the throttle body video. I'll watch it again tomorrow.
Dude, you have to, for me to catch up at this point,
Thank you, Scott.
you, at this point, for this thing to become worthwhile for me, you would have to buy Twitter from Elon Musk and post it there.
Okay, Jacob says, I had friends tell me they won't watch you because you're out of date and don't put 20 turbos on anything. That's probably true. I believe that. There's a lot of people that are like, oh, you're old.
Wait a second, wait a second. Do you realize how many channels are out there
Yeah, they do that.
that do that?
Yeah.
If I did that, first off, it has crossed my mind 1,000 times to do something along those lines, because I would like to do something along those
I
lines
mean, you could.
for
You could
myself.
do it just for fun.
The problem is that I'm competing with
No, but people might like to see you do it. Not other people do it. They might like to see
regular
you do it.
regular
and
viewers
how
of the,
you deal with it.
well, regular viewers of the channel would, right? But that's only a portion of the audience. Like, I can't go crossing into the territory of like, boosted boys and Cletus.
Oh, obviously
See what I'm
not.
saying?
No, obviously not. We don't have that kind of money.
So I have
or sponsors or
I have a niche,
whatever.
and so I stick within that niche, and I expand it here and there a little bit.
We sell cups and
Right.
like bags of pasta. I mean, yeah, we don't have that.
We have a niche, and we stick kind
New
of
City
within that
Carpet
niche.
says you don't LS anything. Yeah. There's
I don't
that
what?
too. You don't LS anything.
No, because everybody on Earth is LSing things, and I don't want to copy. I don't.
That's what people watch. I mean, let's get real here. That's what they watch.
Yeah, well, let's get real here, because I'm not looking to have the biggest channel on YouTube.
I understand that, but I'm just saying that that's why
Well, look,
people don't watch the channel.
that's fine.
Yeah.
You don't have to watch the channel. I want a good, solid core audience.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's all I'm looking for. That's all I'm looking for. Okay, so you get to a channel our size. Okay, so we're a big channel. Okay, among average channels, average size channels, and we're a tiny channel compared to bigger channels. So I'm making any sense. Like we're in the middle ground. Okay, so for us to take the next step and go to, let's say, chase the 1 million subs, it would mean a restructuring of our lives.
Oh yeah, we don't want to do that.
Right, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want my life, right?
No, you don't want to do that.
I don't want to do that. To chase that next level, you need staff. You need people to do social media. You need people to do separate people to do merch. You need,
Yeah, we're old and cranky. We don't want to deal with that.
right. You need to be on the road a lot. Okay, and I don't want to do any of those things. I have a
Did that
fantastic
already.
life. I love my
You
life. I
did
did
it
that already.
already, yeah.
I don't want to do that anymore. I've done it. I covered my interstate miles long before YouTube. So it's like, for us to grow bigger than we are, it means making compromises to our lives. And my priority, honestly, is to spend some quality time with my dogs. That's really what I want. I'm old. I'm 62 years old.
Right.
You name it, I've been there. I've done it. I got the T-shirt. And at this point in my life, there's nothing else I really want to chase after. I'm really happy. I'm really content, and I don't want to just do videos to try to expand into some zone
Right.
that I really don't want to be in.
Right. I think it's different if you didn't do stuff like that before. You know, when you're young, you want to conquer the world.
In the 80s, I was
Yeah.
hell bent on conquering the world.
Right.
That's when we were doing the car magazines. And in the 90s, I was hell-bent on conquering the world with drag racing.
Right.
And now I'm hell-bent on just paying my bills. You know?
You're hell-bent on paying your bills.
I'm hell-bent on having a comfortable life. And I'm content. I'm content.
Tony, views were down across the board during the election. Yeah, Mexican stuff. Yeah.
Oh, I know
told
that.
Tony that. Yeah,
I know
nobody's
that.
gonna watch the video that we put out on the 5th. No, nobody's
I know that.
watching
Well, we did put out a video on election day. It
We
was,
did.
what was it?
It's an older guy prerogative. Would you leave her alone? This is why you fight. Stop it. Get out of her face.
Oh, yeah, okay, that was the one. But it should have recovered somewhat. It should have recovered
no,
somewhat.
it never does. I don't know why. I don't
But
know
we
why.
actually had a couple of them that didn't make any sense. Like, for instance, maybe YouTube's punishing us a little bit.
Could be.
The Mission Improbable video we did previous, so when we took it to the track and we ran the 930s with it, okay? That video right now has got 66,341 views, okay? Which is a good, that's a strong video. The follow-up video only has 17,000 views. So it's a 50,000 view spread.
Right, yeah, weird.
Right? Now, here's the thing, okay? The video with 66,000 views has a 99.3 percentage of likes.
Yeah.
Right? 3,344 likes. 99.3%. Which means that the vast majority of people, 99.3% of people who watched that video, liked it. You would think that they would want to see the follow-up to it, but they don't.
Yeah. Well,
It's weird.
Well,
So
we do the same thing. We'll watch something, but we don't watch the second portion.
yeah, it just struck me as weird. We've had a few bummer videos lately.
General says, we love Tony and I'll watch any Uncle Tony video because he's good at what he does. If you want to boost a small block, I watch. If you want to sit and talk about the Pentastar, I watch.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Jacob Bowman says, when I was younger, I always dreamed about having 1 million subs, but I've seen YouTubers talk about how it's kind of cursed. So now I'd be happy with a small cult following and have fun. Yeah.
Bro, you hit it right on the head.
Yeah.
You hit it right on the head.
It has to be miserable. I'm sorry, like it's not something that I would want to do.
Okay, so I look at channels like I look at like Cletus, right? So he hits 1 million views like every video.
You can
right?
see Darla's tail. How do you see Darla's tail? I'm not seeing that in my view at all.
And sorry, I look at a channel like Cletus's, and it's like, I'm not gonna lie, that looks like it could be a blast, right? To have a fully operational shop on a drag strip. You know what I mean? With your own circle track.
Yeah, nice.
Listen, that kid is absolutely living the dream. Like it could not get any better than that. So I look at what he's doing and I'm like, yes, that's awesome. Do I think that I could do what he does? No, I don't. He has a different kind of personality. But I look at that and I'm like, yes, that's a blast. That's great. He's hitting checking every box, right? But then you look at how much work, not just by him, but all of the people around him, go into that on a regular basis, and how much money has to be fed to it on a regular basis. There's a stress factor there where things don't click for whatever reason. Just YouTube, and YouTube is very fickle. They, 1 minute you're on top of the world, the next minute they dial you back. It's weird. It's almost like the YouTube algorithm has an algorithmic rotation where they'll take a channel, they'll pump it to a certain point, and then they just kind of like brush it aside and start recommending other videos. And I've seen this happen, not just in the world of cars, but in just the world of YouTube in general, which I pay attention to because it's my business now. So I don't think that I could go into like a situation like that and have that specter hanging over my head where it's like, Yeah, the YouTube gods are smiling on me tomorrow, today, right now. But so tomorrow, if they take a shit, I got 14 people on the payroll I gotta pay. You know what I mean? It's like, woof. I don't want it. I just don't want it.
Yeah, no, I know. Joe Kiss says, no, I heard it. Oh, her tail was banging on the thing. Let's see. Chris says, I'm cleaning and regapping some spark plugs as I watch tonight. Nice.
Excellent.
Awesome. Very cool. Let's see. Can you hear her panting? She's panting now because she's all anxietied up.
Yeah, Maggie's still mad.
Yeah, she's mad.
She looks, when she's mad, she looks like a demonic stuffed animal.
She's just mean.
Maggie.
She's very mean.
Maggie, come over here. Your name is not Maggie.
I had to yell at you guys.
Your name is not Maggie.
Where is Darla's collar?
I don't know. It's
Did
missing.
it fall off during the fight?
Yeah, she must have grabbed it.
Okay. That was bad. Oh, look at the puppy. Yeah, she's okay, right?
Oh, she's fine.
When is the next Kung Fu video? I don't know.
You did a Kung Fu video?
No, I didn't do a Kung Fu video. Not good car dude. What's not good car dude? I don't know. I'm so lost right now. Let's see. Let's see. Kung Fu was an awesome show. Yes.
Take this pebble from my hand.
Just trying to start with her.
When you can take this pebble from my hand, it will be time to leave.
What about Patreon? We don't use Patreon.
No.
It's up. If somebody wants to make a donation, we appreciate it. It's up.
But
we don't put extra video on it or anything like that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it says that in the statement that we made.
Yeah. So again, right? It's like there are reasons I do what I do. I stay the way I stay. When we first got started, the thing about Patreon and memberships and all of these other things came up, and I was like, in my mind, we get paid from Google AdSense. We get paid by the commercials that YouTube puts on the channel. It does not cost anybody anything other than a few seconds of their time to watch the video. And even if they get an ad blocker, we still get paid through whatever the hell I call. What's that called?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter. We get paid, and we get paid enough, right? I get no complaints. Mm-hmm. No complaints.
I can't pick up Darla. She's over 50 pounds. Darla is very heavy. She's like 52 pounds. No.
She's like one of them highly condensed stars. You know what I mean?
Star.
You know, like the Big Bang, where all of the matter was like all jammed together. Well, that's
heavy.
Darla. Okay. So.
Can't pick her up.
So we get paid by Google AdSense, and it's sufficient, right? It's more than I feel that even we deserve, to be honest with you, for the amount of work that goes into it. So I'm happy and I'm content and I'm grateful for that. But it doesn't cost any of our viewers anything, to watch those ads that we get paid for. But now, if we start putting content for Patreon, special Patreon, or membership, or whatever it is, right, that people have to pay for. Well, that means that some of my viewers won't be able to access that information because they can't afford it. You see what I'm saying? And I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy. It was different. It would be different if I wasn't getting paid from AdSense, right? And I had to make money. Well, then obviously we have to do something if we want to keep doing this. So memberships or Patreon or whatever it happens to be. I know one very prominent YouTuber that once at the beginning of every month he asks everybody for $5. Send me $5. It's so bizarre to me, right? But we don't do Patreon or any of these private or the special member things because I want anybody who wants the information that YouTube is paying for, that AdSense is paying for, I want them to be able to have it, and I'm just not going to do that. You know, if I don't have to do that, I'm not going to do it. I think I consider it to be greedy. I consider it to be greedy and pretentious. That's just how I look at it, and I will be neither. If for some reason the YouTube thing, AdSense just stopped paying us for whatever reason or whatever, and I was forced to do that to keep doing this, then yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. It's just like the paid promotions. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and before we get into the main part of the video,
it drives me crazy. It makes me not want to watch.
let's talk about
anymore.
our sponsor.
Yeah.
Mugs are us, and blah 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 blah. And it's like, I know what you make. Okay, it's like, here's the thing, right? You go to like Social Blade and stuff, and they say, oh, it estimated this and this. That's not even close. I don't know where they get those numbers from. I know what these motherfuckers make, okay? Because I'm in the same business that they are, and I get the same ads that they do. I know what they make. And when they have to start hawking this type of shit, that's
it makes
pure
you
greed.
hate them.
That is absolute, pure,
Yeah.
unadulterated greed.
There are bigger channels than us that do that.
Yeah, you got, Paul, please. It's crazy. It's crazy. I will not do it. So your viewer has to sit through the commercials to get to your video, and they got to sit through the commercials that they drop into your video. Okay, and now they got to sit through in between the commercials to get into your video and the commercials in the middle of your video. You're going to do another commercial.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have no respect for your viewers.
Yeah.
You have no respect for your viewers' time. Time is the most valuable thing there is, period, the end, okay? More valuable than any tangible aspect is your time. So that's what you're doing is, when you're lighting the candle, when you're burning the candle at both ends like that, okay? You're telling your viewer, I do not care about you. I do not care about your time. Just sit there.
Use your time for me.
Right, yeah. So it's like,
Pay me.
right. My attitude, when I start a video, I have a video, an idea for a video, as soon as I hit that button, if I want to provide as much value, as much entertainment, as much information, sometimes it takes a lot of context to put it there, right? So it's like where I appear to be rambling. I'm not really rambling. I'm trying to set up the context so you understand the meat of what I'm getting at, right? But I'm concerned. I hit that button and it's like value. And if I finish the video and I feel that it didn't provide a value, we don't do that one. We'll do something else. That'll happen a lot of times. You'll see like we won't post for 2, 3, 4 days. It's because I shot a video and I didn't like it. Or just
Chevy Hemi says, maybe something like this. Zipsize has Patreon, and that's why he needs a new leg. Laugh out loud. But Zipsize was supporting his whole channel off Patreon because he wasn't getting paid.
Yeah, he wasn't getting monetized.
Yeah, he wasn't getting monetized.
Right, there's a difference.
Completely different.
That's what I was saying before.
Yeah.
If I wasn't getting paid from AdSense, I would have to monetize in different ways if I chose to keep doing this, and I probably wouldn't. I'd probably just do something else.
Right.
But
This isn't easy.
right, Peg wasn't monetized, so the
Right.
only way he could keep doing it, was through Patreon. That's completely different.
Right. Yep.
When you get paid from AdSense, and you get paid from Patreon, and you get paid from memberships, and you get paid from people, hawking their products and stuff like that.
Doing commercials for people.
Yeah, doing commercials for people. Boy, like I said, I know what these people make. I could tell you almost to the penny if I sat down and I looked at their numbers. I mean, I know what the basic, the CPM is for a particular. I could tell you almost to the penny what they make, and what these guys are making. Some of them are making is ludicrous. Like you could not wrap your head around the numbers. $1 million a month for a big channel is not difficult.
No. Let's see. Hemi had 68 sent you a super chat.
Thank you.
I've been slacking. Keep up the great work, you two.
Thank you.
We appreciate that. Well, Tony, time is up.
We burned through 2 hours already?
You talked your butt off tonight.
I did talk a lot, didn't I?
You talked a lot.
Did I say anything worthwhile?
Well, I don't know. Maybe. Some of it was scary. Some of it was funny. You talked about your craw.
My hidden craw.
Your hidden craw that I never knew that you had.
I do the lives on Wednesday with Dr. Art, right? So I get comfortable with people. I kind of like let them be like the I'm gonna explain it to you. It's like they become like the rock. I'm comfortable, and I'll just start going off, and sometimes somebody will ask a question, and I'll just go off on this thing, and I have to stop and look at Dr. Hart. Does that make any sense? Because I don't even know. So.
Funny. Brad's Restoration says great content. Keep it up.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oaks Auto says I make $489 a month. That's a good start.
How
That's a good start.
many subs do you have?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good start.
I'm gonna sub to him. Hang on.
Go ahead, go
Aux Auto. Let me sub to you, brother. I really do appreciate that short you did. That was great.
Yeah,
Thank you.
funny.
How do I do this? How do I?
You have to go to your channel. Go to your channel.
Oh yeah. Let's go YouTube.
Yeah, go YouTube. He really doesn't know how to use a computer. It's okay. Just don't screw it up. Because every time he touches it, he goes on a screen that I've never seen before. And I'm like, how did you get here? What did you do? He's like, I didn't touch anything. I'm like, yes, you did. It's pretty obvious. I've never seen this screen.
There you go.
What's YouTube? Did you find it? Okay.
Auto, yes. There you go.
Just be you, Tony. It's worked this far, Rocco says. Yeah, but I can't really leave him alone with technology.
Okay, so what are you getting here? You get 20 views, 573 views, 250. Wow, so you're making a decent amount of money for the number of views that you're getting. All right, well I'm subbing to you, brother. Man.
Thank you, Raymond.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. And everybody go over there and sub to Aux Auto, AUXAUTO.
Yeah, he bought some mac and cheese from us and socks.
He did a cool short. I was just flipping through I was sitting on the couch waiting to go on here, and I was flipping through, and shorts come up, and it had for Uncle Tony's garage fans. I was like, okay, we're in trouble now. So
It's never usually anything good.
Yeah, it's never anything good.
You have to tell him about the Psycho too.
Curtis Bryant.
Go watch Uncle Tony Garage shorts.
Oh Jesus.
And you let us know what you think of some of the ones that people are making.
Yeah.
Just put Uncle Tony's Garage and shorts, I guess, and it should come up, right? They're shorts that people put us in the title of, and they're bizarre.
But really, with Curtis Bryant is this one guy.
I had to block him.
He's seriously deranged.
Yeah.
Like seriously deranged.
He's probably watching right now.
I'm sure he is. He's please. All right. So anyway, yeah, go check out Aux Auto. Okay. So. Well then, that's it.
That's it, right?
Can we
We're
stop
done?
this
I
now?
think we can.
I want to stop this.
I think we can. Good night, Mary Elizabeth. Yeah.
Good night, Mary Elizabeth. Good night, John boy.
Your beagle Spencer was 65 pounds. Come on, man, Tony, put her on his lap. No, she's.
Oh,
really,
Darla? Here's the thing. I'm afraid to do it with her because
she's back problems.
She has back problems every once in a while, and so I'm afraid to just pick her.
Yeah.
Because I would just, but show them Darla.
Show them Darla. All right, let me move. Hang on. Let's move this. Okay. Here's Darla.
Darla's
a big girl.
Yeah. She's just solid.
Dense.
But she's also she's 14, 15 years old, and I'm afraid to hurt her, so I don't pick her up.
Mind your business, Maggie.
Yes, and there's me, she's still mad. Go look at YouTube. Show them how mad you are. She's pissed off. Demonic.
Stop staring at her. Leave her alone. This is what they do. It's gonna be all night now. They're gonna be mad at each other. All his anxiety is up. Don't start with her. She's growling. Alright, I'm not breaking up another fight. Alright, you ready?
Cat fight.
The tail is up, that's trouble. Yeah, Yeah, this is what they do. The two of them. They're the worst.
It's like the bar parking lot at 2:30 in the morning when the cat fight breaks out.
Stop. Alright. Good night, everybody.
Wait, we have to thank
Thank
We
you,
have to
everybody.
thank our mods.
Thank him.
Mexican Spec
it.
Zero,
We're
Fubar.
gonna have to break up a dog fight in a minute.
Harry was in here. Guys, thank you. Everybody contributed Super Chat. Thank you so much. Always appreciated. Never expected, but always appreciated. And everybody who came in here with your presence and your conversation, thank you equally. We are eternally grateful for you guys clicking on our shit and letting me babble and get paid for this, which is ridiculous. But thank you. And make it go away now. Make it stop.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.